Hi guys, Dorota International Nail Artist and Educator here, and today we are in with Olivia finally, because those nails have been on like for 5 weeks, which is terrible. We are just gonna, this one is lifting quite, is it this one? Yeah, it's lifting quite bad. Oh my goodness, look at this growth, like it's crazy, like half of the nail, maybe even 6 weeks. I will need to check it later on. So we are gonna start filing off the design and do something nice again on it. I'm checking first of all for any liftings, and if there is no lifting we can just remove the color and move on. If there is a lifting, we always have to make sure everything is gone.
I think there's just a lot of lifting on the middle finger and then a little bit on the
other ones. Yeah, so we will see. This one is doing not bad. Anyway, they lasted you ages, and that was so pretty sad. I could actually wear it myself. It's a shame to see it go. Maybe that's why we didn't do it for a while. Now this nail I know is loose, so I have to file it very carefully.
I think I caught it on something.
Ah, it's not that. Ah, it's this side.
It's that
side. Entire side is gone. So what I do is I do file it this much, move on into the next. Oh, that's flower, so pretty. Move on into the next nail, and then going back to it just to give it a rest from the fraction. If you do not give it a rest to the friction, thanks, the client might feel it quite hot, and we really don't want that. I can see all this part is loose. Oh my goodness.
I've been trying to make sure, like I've been looking at it, I guess, making sure water's
not going in. And this one, that's far too long for you, like, and it's always those two fingers you've got.
It wasn't too bad. I think part of the issue was once I noticed it, I also started picking at it. It was bothering me.
And look how long they are. They were so short, like almost at the fingertip length, and now they are so long. Okay, go back to this one. I have to almost stop filing with the e-file and swap to the hand filing. And here's some loose places as well. So I need to file it as much as possible without touching her natural nails. Her cuticles are amazing again, like really fantastic, and that's what I love about it. Perfect. Okay, so next step is to I'm not going to bother too much about the cuticle work because we've got 15 minutes till we've got 15 minutes for our next client, and the idea is to put the product over it just so they are protected and removed any lifting. I'm not bothered about reshaping them perfectly.
You don't have to, the length to do what you want, you don't have to take condition.
I always like to kind of reshape it from underneath because it prevents those lifting. So anyway, what I'm doing is like I'm making sure there is nothing on the nail plate, there is no lifting, and they are ready to apply the fiber in a bottle again. This one is good to go. So this way I've got less filing now, but I will have a little bit more filing after we apply the product. And you will see this will just flake out, like, so it is attached only in this place, and I'm just trying to file this place here, so eventually the entire part will just come off. This way, there we are. This way you save yourself lots of time.
Oh, I can feel how thin that was.
And I'm just cleaning any flakes of the product. Making sure there is no shiny places. Again, a corner of the file is actually magic for doing that work, and this one is actually lifted quite bad as well, so you can see it, this is all loose and a hole has opened once I start filing. So for removing the product I usually use 100 grit, and then for the natural nail I only work with the 180 grit because it's much more gentle on the natural nail, and it's just a perfect one to create an enough gentle scratches for the product to last a long time. Okay, give it a couple scratches to it, nice and gentle. There is still some product, so I'm just trying to remove the flaking places. We will manage before the next client comes, which is awesome. I'm just blending it. What you fancy on your nails? We have no idea. Not idea, yeah.
Honestly, I forgot that they needed done. Then I looked at the growth and I'm like, oh, I think they're due.
Yes, they are due. You had them done just freshly when I had my crystal set, and I had it on for 4 weeks, and this set is 2 weeks, so they might be actually 6 weeks old.
They very well could be. I don't remember when we did them. I tried looking through my camera roll to see if I have any photos, anything that tells me. I didn't take anything.
Okay, I do final inspection. And I can just remove the dust and we can apply the product. So dehydrate the nail plate first, like making sure there is no oils and there is no dirt on it. Nice and squeaky clean. Are they so long? Wait for it a couple seconds to dry. You can even remove any other dust parts and then apply an extra nail prep. Extra nail prep dehydrates the nail plate further.
I think it's just 5 minutes.
Ah, okay. Could it be?
They've just grown really fast.
Universal air bonds. And then the fiber in the bottle, satin pink. Of course, with the new brushes, the life is so much easier.
I love it.
I love it so much, and the top coat as well, isn't it? So much
I haven't
easier.
used the top coat yet, but
No
mine's-
way.
Mine's due replacing, so I'll get to find out maybe at the end of the day.
Okay. Now what I did is I apply on the pinky very messy product because I had too much on my brush and I wouldn't have a control to press it hard enough to stick to a nail. So I'm just going on and doing it on the other nails, and then once I get rid of the product from the brush, I will go back to the pinky. We need to do so amazing set like we did the last one, because the last set was absolutely fantastic. And see, now I had no product on my brush, so I can easily do that. And then pick up another scoop of the product, build up my mini apex. Remember guys, when you're working with like fiber in a bottle or any kind of gels in a bottle, remember the heat spike, like you don't want to give your client a chemical burn. You always want to slow down the curing process if you're putting too much product. So like on this ones, I do not put much of the product, it's just a wee tiny apex, but on the other nails we've got lots in. We are doing a flash cure just to freeze the product because it is an unbelievable beautiful day in Fort William today, like absolutely nice and sunny, quite rare to happen. I take it back.
I hit
Touch the middle.
I went too far.
And you hit the middle.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I'm just doing the thumb.
I don't think I've used this lamp, so I thought it was deeper than it was.
That's okay, don't worry. So she hit the middle finger, but that's no problem. I'm just reapplying a nice and thin layer. I always like to work with this thin layer because it gives me almost like a slidey surface, so the product moves easier and better. And then we can build up our apex again.
It's called a slip layer.
Slip layer. Oh, thank you so much, Olivia. Freeze it for 2-3 seconds. I take it back. So I wanted just to freeze the middle finger, and now I can apply it in here. This is so runny.
It's because it's warm.
Build up the apex, and now I'm safe with those nails because we just need to cook it in. I need to add a tiny bit more on the thumb and on the ring finger. I take it back. This also gives Olivia a rest when it comes to the heat spike. Have you felt it at any nail? No, good. And then we are applying a little bit more product on this one, nice and thin layer, like making sure I did cut the free edge, rebuild my apex, and then we have to cure them properly. So it will be a 60 seconds cure, reshape them, tidy up the cuticles because we didn't do anything about the cuticles. We only removed the stuff from the nail plate, and we will be able to do a beautiful design. So we are gonna cure them and then come back to you. Okay, brilliant. So they cooked. We can do the removal of the inhibition layer. Obviously, Olivia did it already because we did 2 clients already. And now it's time to shape them. I can see this one leak a little bit even. So we need to tidy up the cuticles as well. But first of all, let's concentrate on the shaping. So I want to file them nice, like the side walls needs to be parallel to each other, and then we need to also tidy up the free edge, like nice and blended. Blend everything around the cuticle area. Of course, we have to do. Did we do e-file on the cuticles? Gosh, I can't remember. No, nothing at all.
You did nothing.
Nothing at all. Okay.
Enough to put the gel on.
So no prep at all around the cuticle area. We have to sort that out.
Just the file.
But I'm glad we managed to put the product in so we can fire on with the design. And we also decided she wants to go for some rainbow nails, like...
Me, but I actually really like them.
Yeah, so at least we also know what we want to do. Now, I've got quite a lot of bulkage on this one because, as I say, normally I would file it a little bit more before I apply the product. But I only remove loose places. So I need to file this bulkage away from the free edge, otherwise it just doesn't look attractive like, and it can also cause the trouble because the free edge can become too heavy and it can start causing some lifting. So we need to balance this nail nicely so the structure is better. Thin it out. They're so long, I can't get over how long they are. Again, nice and straight. Watch when you're doing those type of filing here, watch so you don't hurt the person you're working on, like the files are always very sharp, and I can see there's quite a lot of cuticle which I need to sort out. That was the nail which was completely gone. Okay, maybe a little bit shorter, just because the index finger is quite short. And then this one. Her nails are actually so easy to do it for me, because I have done it quite a few times, so this is awesome. That's okay. We was doing a photo shoot with that and we was covered in ticks. I know. So just watch them like...
Yeah, I keep being worried each time I walk through like long grass because I've been wearing a lot of dresses.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like checking my legs all the time.
You have to, like I remember once you was covered in them as well. Such as fright. Get me closer to the camera, I think we are not in. Nice file. Again, thin out this one because we made quite a lot of bulk at the free edge. And for shaping, of course, I'm using 100 grit, just so it's easier and faster. Perfect, time to grab the white buffer. So I'm just filing in the middle. And then we are gonna tidy up the cuticles. They are terrible. So I like to use the ball first. So nice and gentle.
I used it the other day.
Thank you.
I used it the other day with my client that had a lot of dry skin.
Uh-huh.
And I went onto her actual skin on purpose to
Here.
to get all the dry skin off, and it looked like a new set of hands by the end of it.
Absolutely. Did you use the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? Like, I mean, look at this, like, side to this side, and it's just as slight as touches. Like, I do definitely think, like, oh, and I've got some product here. I do definitely feel like actually exfoliating the cuticles is probably, if possible, better than trimming them, because we do not send a signal to our body like that something is missing and need to produce more and more.
It's also a little bit neater.
Absolutely.
Because there will definitely be no like jaggy bits.
Look, like, so nice.
Like when you're cutting cuticles, you're supposed to do a really nice clean job anyway, but it's not always possible. There's always gonna be just maybe a tiny bit that's not entirely even, but doing this, you can't really go wrong.
You can.
Well, yeah, obviously, but there won't be any catchy bits.
Yeah, it's nicer
It'll
to
be
smooth it.
smooth.
Yeah. But you have to watch it because you can produce lots of heat,
Yes,
and obviously you are exfoliating the skin, so.
can't overdo it either.
But with you, we always do it like a very nice and gentle work. Even if there is something left, I prefer it because
So it's fine.
it's just, I don't know, better for your skin. Okay, that looks pretty decent. We just have to trim a bit here and there, and then grab our gray buffer, which I'm gonna actually ask Patrick to get me one gray buffer, pretty please. He's so helpful. Always he is. So I'm just trimming it. And you cannot see actually where I put the product already, and we are still gonna blend it further. Fantastic, thank you so much. Okay, you want to sit straighter. Very important, like when you do a client, they should sit nice and straight, and you guys should sit nice and straight as well. It is actually making your nails look better and straighter. This is great, and I've got quite a bit here. Things looks always, yes?
The thumb always has the most, apart from that middle finger.
It has and it doesn't. Like, I mean, depend how you look at it. Like, if you, things always looks worse when they dry. Once we apply the cuticle oil, it's actually not that much. Okay, gray buffer. You still have to take the sharp edges of it. And then we are gonna make them nice and perfect. If it's necessary, you can go back to the file, and I'm always doing it if I see like there is actually quite a lot which needs to be done. I'm not doing a perfect buff because we are gonna do those ombre, and then after ombre I will do some kind of stars or a redesign, so it is not necessarily because I will be buffing it, like we want to do encapsulation of some glitter as well. And we've got so many new glitters, like I'm so excited to work with them. Okay, gently buff. You can also use the buffer. Do you use that as well to sometimes buff around?
Normally, no.
I don't do it much of it, like, but I find it like it's sometimes quite great as well to.
I'll say it's more by accident.
Ah, okay. This one is wonky.
The nail?
Yeah,
Yeah,
show
the
me.
skin, I know. The skin, it's at an angle.
Yeah.
It's not the nail, but the skin.
Yes, the skin is at the
Which
angle.
makes it weird.
Difficult to shape it.
Yeah.
So what I usually try to do it, guys, you can push it this part, to kind of try to even out so it's easier to see it, the actual shape.
I think it's because my nail goes pretty straight, but my fingers squint.
No, you've got a slight like oncolysis here as well, I would say. Like the smile line isn't 100% even.
I have the same thing on the other hand.
Maybe from pressing, I don't know.
Maybe I pick at it.
Maybe.
Like using my thumb. Just pick the skin.
And this one as well. It's probably from using, yeah,
Or I must
absolutely.
be using something, yeah.
This one nice and gentle. Again, I can see it. I've got quite a lot of holes going on in here. So the file is much more helpful and faster than the buffer. Okay, that's not bad. So I'm just gonna retrim this cuticle because sometimes when we buffing, actually most of the times when we buffing, they kind of move a little bit, I would say. So we've got more exposed. Perfect, clean them. And then we can move on into this rainbow-ish ombre.
It's like a rainbow baby boomer.
Okay, the easiest way, I believe, would be to grab the colors we need. So I will be using mainly those Over the Rainbow collection. Look at this yellow, it's insane. 240, 238, the bright pink, like absolutely amazing. And then 237 spiky blue. We also gonna grab some orange. I'm even not sure if I'm gonna use all of them. That's 239. And then let me see what I've got from the new collection. So maybe 276. Yes, that's nice. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna use. 274. Okay, we've got we've got selection of all of them. And basically what I'm gonna do is somehow I'm gonna squeeze a rainbow there. Oh. So,
Giving you quite a task.
yeah, why not? So, yellow. I don't look if it is a color, rainbow color order, because I want the colors to blend nice together. So I'm applying this yellow. Then with yellow, I always feel...
Rainbow color order actually blends the colors quite nicely.
Yes, but like I don't
We wanna
have rainbow
start-
colors. So like the next one I could do a blue, so I will have yellow, green, blue. Then
Why
I
not-
could do purple and purple mixed with pink and then the orange. That's
Why
how I
don't-
would do it.
Why don't you go yellow, orange, pink, purple, blue?
I can do that as well.
That's up to you.
Okay.
I'm just thinking.
That's the easiest one.
I think so.
But I wanted to do it slightly different because that's my usual way of doing it.
I see. I'll do you one.
It's okay. Then the pink. And I actually even didn't clean my brush properly because that gives me a nice blend. I was doing French like this, a rainbow French. And actually rainbow French was probably easier than what we're trying to do now.
Yeah, I've done a rainbow French where each nail was 2 colors. So for example, it would start with red and orange, and the next one's orange and yellow, then yellow and green, green, blue, blue, purple.
Okay, blue. That's your news done. Oh, we can go and enjoy the sun. Now I'm going back to yellow because I really love how this yellow gives me the most beautiful green mixed with this blue. Oh, you can already see it even here. And then after the yellow, we can go orange again. Oh my goodness, I am actually trying to think how I'm gonna blend it. Like,
I'm starting to think, would it not have been easier to make each colour a little bit thicker and not repeat colours? That might have been easier.
that would be much easier, but I like the challenge.
Okay.
And then we are gonna use the sponge.
Do you need a new one?
No, it's okay, I will get with this one. And we're gonna blend these colors. Oh my goodness, how I'm gonna do it. Wow, okay. It will be awesome. it will be awesome because
You know when you have one of those like glass prisms and you have a light shine through it and it casts like a rainbow?
I know that's what it
what
looks like,
Yeah.
but it's too light.
Yeah.
So okay, I know what I'm doing.
It's mixing.
It's mixing. It's okay, doesn't matter. Next, because these colors are very hard to blend, I'm gonna use the acrylic trick. We are not in a we are in a camera. So just acrylic, Cuticle. And what it will do is it will help us blend the next layer better. But what I'm gonna do it now is I'm gonna actually cut another piece of the sponge so I can touch it
And not blend it
and
too much.
not blend it too much. So there we are. Can I have your hand back?
Not on a good step.
Olivia was working on my desk and she put the brush in completely different place. Okay, so we're going yellow, yellow. This isn't actually harder because I can see the colors. Yellow, yellow.
No, but it's harder to blend them.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is very hard. Like, I mean, what we did is really hard to blend but I truly believe by doing the acrylic trick, we are gonna get a really nice results this time. But yeah, that was looking like a light prism. Purple. Blue. Oh my goodness, so many colors. Perfect. Okay, now the blending time. So basically you need to touch it in exactly the same place, otherwise the colors will blend
On the sponge.
on the
in
sponge.
bottom area. And will become muddy.
Which means I'm gonna need more sponges than I have. So if I'm blending this side, I need another corner of the clean sponge. That starts looking awesome. Yay! Okay, so I'm quite happy how they turned it out already, cook it in, because I wanted those pastel look as well. We could do third layer depending how strongly pigmented you want them.
No, but I'm not.
But no, I don't want it to be more pigmented as well. Now we've got fairy dust glitter and we've got those awesome glitter here as well, like a bit chunkier. I'm gonna use both of them, guys. So the easiest way to actually put those glitters on is to grab a drop of the top coat or a base gel, and that's what I'm gonna do it. I've got my base gel here. Can I have it, Olivia, please? And we are just gonna put some sparkles here and there, just a little bit. Thank you, bye. Okay, let's grab more base gel. And now I'm just dipping in those fairy dust glitter. Wow. Do not put it too close to the cuticle because we want to still have those ombre effect. So just in a 2/3 of the nail, I would say. They look awesome. Honestly, they start turning out so pretty. This glitter is amazing. So just this one. Perfect. So check the glitter here a tiny bit more. Perfect. Cuticle. Clean my brush, and then we are gonna apply the top coat and rebuff it. The reason why I want to rebuff it is like I do really love like a nice and smooth surface, and that's why I wasn't bothered too much about buffing it perfect at the first place. So top coat with those new brushes, and you didn't try it yet, you said.
Tried it last client.
Perfect, I take it back. They actually look even nice just like this, so. But I'm thinking, Olivia, to paint maybe a wee star,
Yeah.
and another star, and
Another
star, and yeah, just to,
Yeah, go for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. And what color of the star would you like? What about the gold transfer foil?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine. Can we do the pale gold?
of course we can do pale gold.
Thank you.
So I'm not applying the top coat like very close to the cuticle because I don't want this area to be too thick, and I will need to rebuff this top coat because you can see it. It's not bad, but here I've got glitter sticking out, so I don't like that. Cook it in, 60 seconds cure, and then we can buff it. Okay, that's them almost cooked. There we are. So just a buffer, and I'm just giving a gentle buff to it. So that will smooth out the glitter. And it will also give us a really nice surface to do our stars. Not too many, like, you know, I like how delicate they are and summery. So I didn't like the shape of the snail.
Can we do the like 4-point stars?
4-point stars, like a
the
wee
diamond.
dot, and
Yeah.
yes, we can do that. Whatever you wish.
I think they're just going to be a little bit more delicate than like what you think of when you say stars.
Is he washing the windows?
Yes, he is.
Oh my goodness. He's amazing, guys. He talks too much sometimes. But he's amazing. Like, he's really taking care of us. Okay, but this one, and that's the sticking out glitter. It will be so annoying for a client. You know, guys, it is actually really difficult to encapsulate the glitters just in a top coat, like on the top of the natural nails. But this technique works for me many years, like when I was doing a gel polish only, and my clients wanted some crazy designs, like, you know, glitter encapsulations and everything going on the gel polish nails. I just learned this is the fastest way to achieve a really nice look.
It also helps a lot the fact that it's pretty fine glitter. We didn't go overboard with it.
No, but the other one is like quite large. It works even for like larger pieces.
I've done it as well. It works.
So it's awesome way, guys, to use it on top of the natural nails. Sorry, Olivia.
You're fine. It doesn't hurt or anything.
I know, but like I don't know, if I'm kind of doing a little bit more work, I always kind of tend to apologize to the client. It's a kind of almost a warning, like it's almost a warning, like this my heart. Hi, get good. Okay, blend this one. Okay, awesome. They are almost ready for the design. Part 2. and part 5 of cuticles. But that way I never overdo clients. Like, and yes, here, like, we've got a nice, let me see if we get in the camera. No, that's okay. It's actually quite difficult to do and record at the same time. You need to do the post-production of the video you recorded months ago.
I know.
So I'm just cleaning them, and then we can move on into the next part. So just like, do you want it on all of the nails, or you want it just here and there?
You can
Do whatever. Okay. So I'm using the transfer foil gel glue, absolutely amazing one, like for getting those transfer foil work for you. It's so simple and easy to use.
just don't do too many on one nail.
Okay. I will make sure I don't do too many on a one nail. So the easiest way to do it, actually, we could use a dotting tool, which I've gotten here. And we are gonna place one in here. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be difficult.
Do you want to use the black photo?
So this is hardly visible, actually, what I'm painting, and I did add a drop of the black gel. I'm placing dot, and then I'm gonna do another dot in here. Actually, a single one, maybe, yeah?
Yeah. Do you want to do single on all of them, but the ring finger gets a small one as well?
Of course, I can do that for you.
Thank you.
So the ring finger get another one in here.
Yeah.
Yay!
No.
No. I just feel like two is...
I mean, you can. I was just thinking one big one and one small one.
Okay, and then you want to just drag it like arms from it. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Look how I can twist her hands. This is awesome always. Now, because I'm using very little product, the curing time is gonna be only 10 seconds. Her hands are amazing, like with the flexibility. Oh my goodness, I remember. Do you remember those red set of the news? We did it, and the picture afterwards. That was crazy. Go away. We don't want free nail art. Midges. They awesome. They really pretty. And now I don't let Olivia cure the hand until I grab the foil, because we've got only 10 seconds, guys. So I'm just preparing my foil, and I use those pale gold. No, get out, get out. Cut a nice piece and cook it. So we are curing it only 10 seconds, and then I'm gonna transfer. So 9, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. So 10 seconds cure. Wow. That's so pretty, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Amazing. And such a clean transfer, like unbelievably clean transfer. Wow, they're really nice and pretty. It's a time for a top coat, so the glitter can shine through it again. And this time I am fussy how I'm applying the top coat. Cap the free edge. And what else you can do it with the actual top coat, you can improve the shape of the finished product, finished nails. I'm checking how the light reflects on it, and I'm also controlling my pinky to make sure it is not running. Okay, cook it. And when you do the flash cure, always make sure it's 10 seconds at least. I take it back. And I don't that because in some places, I tend to apply a little bit more top coat than in others, just to kind of like improve the shape even better. And I really didn't want it to run. I can see it here, I need to file more. So just nice. Check the light reflection and then do the thumb, and then I will be able to show you the final results. I actually really love them, and I would say even with this blending, like, and it sounds kind of scary, like how to do a rainbow ombre. It is actually pretty easy set to do it, and quite fast as well. So let's cook them and then I can show you final results. Okay, so that's the finished results. I'm just gonna touch this up, get rid of that, clean everything around it. Try to don't touch the top coat too soon, always. It's kind of almost needs to cool down so it doesn't lose its shine. Clean all the nail folds, nice. And here is another thing, like, you know, I really meant to say that in a video, but I don't know, we didn't say that. So when I was buffing the nails and, no, when we applied the glitter, I applied the top coat, I wasn't bothered to get too close to the cuticle, because around the cuticle area, guys, I want to have only one layer of the top coat, because that's later on when the nails grow. You could see it, Olivia had like 5 weeks growth, and they was looking really nice and flush, and like the growth isn't visible then. So I'm just applying the cuticle oil, and we have got those actually cute set. I hope, guys, also you have really enjoyed the video as well. We both sending you huge glittery hacks and looking forward to see you in the next one. Bye!